call upon the stage now the school administrator for IBS, Mr. Rakob Tony, and he'll be announcing the two finalists for the debate this afternoon to determine who is the first prize winner. Please give him a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, thank you for the schools who have participated. You really gave a hard time to us judges. We had really had a tough time in judging you. So the scores will tell that the results that I'll be announcing this afternoon will be, their scores will be very close. Okay, it was very close. I'll start from the fourth place up. Okay, fourth place, we have Pomis with 1,042 points. Please give yourself a clap. The third school, we have Sogeri National High School with 1,051 points. And second place, we have De La Salle with 1,080 points. And then the school on the first list is St. Joseph with 1,084 points. Thank you very much.
Now, how exciting is that? Once again, let's give a big hand to all the schools that participated. Yes, to St. Joseph's, congratulations. And yes, you're going to walk away with the top prize. Hey. Yeah, I think you should dance.
Yeah, so once again, the finalists, the two top teams taking part in the debate to determine the winner that comes first. Sorry. De La Salle Secondary School and St. Joseph's International. Round of applause, everybody. Woo! All right, now we'll go back to drawing the for and against. And this time, yes, who was that young gentleman who raised his hand to come and pick the for and against?
Where are you?
Okay, from De La Salle. Okay, come up to the front.
Okay.
Okay, wait. You're going to draw for, okay, we'll have another person, so we'll have two for each school. Sorry about that. Okay, you young man from Sogeri, yes, come up. Okay, so you should draw for St. Joseph since you're De La Salle and he'll draw for, okay, wait.
Okay, we have, okay, sorry, what's your name?
My name's Harry. Harry.
Okay, Harry from De La Salle, he'll draw for St. Joseph. So we'll find out if St. Joseph's will go for the debate topic or against the debate topic. It all depends on Harry.
And the other one?
Yeah. You can read that out.
Yeah, he'll draw too. All right, young man. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Joshua.
Okay, Joshua, you're holding that very important piece of paper. So who's going to announce who's going first?
Harry wants to, okay. Harry, I shall give you the mic and you tell us who's going to go first.
St. Joseph's going for the topic.
Okay, St. Joseph is going to go for the topic, so that means...
Ladies and gentlemen, De La Salle will go against for the topic.
Okay, yeah, so St. Joseph is going to go for the topic and De La Salle is going to go against the topic. So all the best to the both teams that are going to participate this afternoon, and yes.
Yes, and the topic for the final debate this afternoon is PNG truly an independent nation? And we have St. Joseph's who's going for it, and De La Salle Secondary who's going against it. Okay, without further ado, I'll call upon the first speaker for the team that's going for it, St. Joseph's International School, and that is Paulo Avianate.
Good afternoon once again, our invigilators, our fellow debaters, and audience. The topic of the debate is PNG truly an independent nation? We, the opposition, we, the government, strongly and firmly believe that Papua New Guinea is truly an independent nation. Before I begin, I would like to define the key terms in the phrase, is Papua New Guinea a truly independent nation? What is independence? From the Oxford Dictionary, independence means free from outside control and not subject to another's authority. Second, not depending on another for livelihood or subsistence. And thirdly, not connected with another or separate. What is a country? A country is a nation with its own government occupying a particular territory. What is a nation? A nation is a large aggregate group of people united by a common descent, culture, or language, inhabiting a particular state or territory. Now I will be giving the characteristics of an independent nation. Firstly, an independent nation has space or territory which has internationally recognized boundaries. Secondly, an independent nation has people living there on an ongoing basis or citizens. Thirdly, an independent nation has economic activity and an organized economy. A country regulates foreign and domestic trade and issues money. Fourthly, an independent nation has the power of social engineering, such as education. An independent nation also has a transportation system of moving goods and people. And the other points also include has a government which provides public services and police power, has sovereignty. No other state should have power over the country's territory. Also, has external recognition. A country has been voted into the club by other countries. To conclude, we, the government, strongly and most firmly believe that PNG is a truly independent nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paulo, for that. Now please make welcome the first speaker for De La Salle Secondary, Graham Stephen.
Thank you, MC. As the first speaker of the opposition, I will be introducing our topic and rebutting on what the first speaker of the government had said. Before I do so, I would once again re-acknowledge the presence of our special guest. Thank you for coming, and thank you for coming for this debate. And not forgetting my lovely audience and the judges and our teachers. So, to rebut on what the first speaker had said, you said that PNG is a truly independent nation or country. Let me get it clear that you didn't really understand the topic. I will define it more clearly so that you guys will really understand that the governments are totally lying. Because if you see truly independent, I will define truly in a way where you will understand more. Truly, is used to emphasize that a particular description is accurately or correct, which it means it is not developing but fully developed. And independence, I will define it where you know what it means, but I will define it in a more specific way where you will truly understand that, you will truly understand the meaning of independence. Independence, it's simply defined as being able to stand on your own without support that is not being reliant on foreign government. So this topic truly states that PNG is not truly independent, because if you see nowadays on political, socially, and economic aspect of the country, you will see that PNG is not truly developed, which it means that you governments are just trying to say that PNG is fully developed. But what about the aids that have been coming into our country? If you say that you are developed, it means that if you say that PNG is a truly independent country, then why are we relying more on the foreign aids? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Graham, for that. De La Salle Secondary going against the topic, is PNG truly an independent nation? We'll move on to our second speaker for St. Joseph's International, who is going for it, Michelle Bird.
Hello and good afternoon once again. Well, I'll start off by rebutting to the opposition. You had stated that Papua New Guinea wasn't fully developed. Well, if you are saying that in terms of the country's development, well, the PNG Constitution, for example, was established in 1973 and expresses the wish for traditional village and communities to remain as visible units of Papua New Guinean society and for active steps to be taken in their preservatives. So if you're saying that we are not developed, if you're pointing out to the villages and the communities and saying that they are examples of us not being developed, well then you are wrong, because it was stated in the PNG Constitution that they were to be kept visible and that active steps were to be taken in their preservatives. Papua New Guinea was self-governing on December 1st, 1973, by none other than the Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, which then led to our independence in 1975. Papua New Guinea consists of the total land area of 462,840 square kilometers and ranks 54th in the world for land mass. In terms of development, well, in the development of our economy, Papua New Guinea has the market economy, which is the capitalist economy, is an economic system where individuals make the key economic decisions guided by the self-interest and profit motive and the freedom of the enterprise. So in terms of economics, Papua New Guinea is developed because we also have the planned economy, which is an economical system wherein there is little scope for individual economic decision making. For example, and examples of our fruitful independence is the higher educational infrastructures that we have. Take, for example, UPNG, which is the pioneering university in the South Pacific. And another one is Maritime College, which is based in the Medang province and is the only marine biology college in the South Pacific. So my team and I do support that Papua New Guinea is truly a developed country. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, for that. Michelle Bird, going for the topic, is PNG truly an independent nation? And that's for St. Joseph's International School. We'll now call upon our second speaker for De La Salle Secondary, who is going against the topic, Raymond Rifireka.
Thank you, Chair Lady. Good afternoon once again to you all. As the second speaker of the opposition team, I'll be mainly talking about the financial dependent, socially dependent, and politically dependent. But before I proceed on with my point, I would like to rebut on what the second speaker of the government team stated. She stated that we are a truly independent country since 1975. But let me clarify on that. Why are we seeking help from the SEG for solid 33 years of independence? Is PNG a truly independent country or nation? We, the opposition, strongly believe that PNG is not, I repeat, not a truly independent. One, I'm financially dependent. We still borrow from World Bank to run our country. Two, borrow from the donor agency, as I mentioned earlier, the SEG. We cannot say that we are truly independent because it was given to us 33 years on a golden plate. We didn't struggle for it. Two, the socially dependent. Our unemployment rate is very high. Is very high, which is not a sign of a truly independent nation. Two, we also need technical assistance from the foreigners. Therefore, once again, how can you say that PNG is a truly independent country when we are still struggling day-to-day life? For example, people complaining on their salaries and wages to be increased. Three, the political dependent. Since most of our constitution is mostly adopted by Australia, for example, the structure of our government. To conclude, we the opposition strongly and most firmly believe that PNG is not a developing nation. Independent nation.
Thank you, Raymond, for that. We'd like to also acknowledge our listeners of NBC National Radio. We're at the Institute of Business Studies here in the nation's capital for the school debate finals. And right now, the final debate is on between St. Joseph's International School and De La Salle Secondary. The topic is PNG truly an independent nation? With St. Joe's going for it and De La Salle going against it. I'll now call upon the third speaker for St. Joseph's International, Dion Comben.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Okay, firstly, before I move on, I would like to rebut on what the opposition have stated. They said that we still depend on foreign aid in the form of money. Okay, let me just tell you this. Most of the first world countries like Australia, USA, Japan, they still depend on aid from with the World Bank. So why do you think that when the Wall Street collapsed, why did it affect those other nations? Because they also depend on that same money. This brings me to my first point. Let me take you back to 16th of September 1975 at the Sir John Guy Stadium. Countless Papua New Guineans and expatriate companions witnessed our flag being raised amongst the midst of all those who believed in the moment, creating an impact on human belief, our moment of freedom, moment of our independence. 16th of September 1975 was significant to those who couldn't understand. But as time passed, generations started to realize what it meant. The moment created a sense of belonging to the nation. It created our national identity, a feeling of patriotism. If Papua New Guinea is not an independent nation, then why are we known as Papua New Guinea? After receiving independence, we were finally given our own identity. The world recognizes us as Papua New Guinea. Does the world recognize us as a territory, a state of Australia or of another country? Like the French Polynesians or other countries still under control of the giant nations. Okay, we all said the pledge and the national anthem this morning. Let me just say a few lines of the pledge of the national anthem first. It says, "Oh, arise, all ye sons of this land. Let us sing of our joys to be free." Does it say, let us sing of our joys to be captive? Does it say, let us sing of our joys to be oppressed? It says, let us sing of our joys to be free, because we are a free and independent nation. And also, in the national pledge, it says, we the people of Papua New Guinea. The people of Papua New Guinea. Not we the people of a territory of Australia or a territory of another nation. Does it say that? No, it says that we the people of Papua New Guinea, our own country. And to conclude, we, the government, strongly believe that Papua New Guinea is an independent nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dion, for that. I now call upon the third speaker for De La Salle Secondary, Bradley Gregory.
Good afternoon once again to you all. Before I move on to my points, I would like to rebut on the first speaker of the government side. Well, he mentioned PNG is truly independent. Okay, if we look to the context more clearly, it states that is PNG truly independent? Okay, I'll define what an independent state should have. An independent state should be politically, economically, and socially independent. But PNG still lacks some of these areas. Thank you. I'll be talking on the economic aspects of the topic. There is no country in the world and universe who is dependent on its own. Example, the world recession last year affected all superpowers. Example, USA. Every country depends on each other in order to survive. Example, PNG depends relatively on OSAID for funds in order to carry out some of the infrastructural programs in our country. 2, the services haven't reached many rural areas. Example, Karawi in the Simbu province, Minyama in the Morobe province, Koitape district in the Goilala Central province, and other areas. Why should we dance around and laugh when it comes to Independence Day when we haven't fully completed some of these things that are not helpful to our citizens? 2, we don't have that many standard infrastructures in our country. So why are we independent, truly independent? Example, schools, better health care, roads, and bridges. 4, the resources that have been extracted in our country is by foreign companies. And you know what? Only 0.01% of the total share remains in our country. 5, public service officers are not living in standard housing. You can see some of them living in settlements. 6, PNG is still importing a vast number of goods from overseas. So, to conclude, me and my team strongly believe that PNG is truly not an independent nation or country.
Thank you, Bradley, for that. Well, we've now come down to the last 2 speakers for this afternoon's debate final between St. Joseph's International going for it and De La Salle Secondary going against it. The topic is PNG truly an independent nation. Please make welcome our 4th and final speaker for St. Joseph's, Hope Imaka.
Good morning, good afternoon once again, one and all. As the 4th speaker for the government team, I strongly and most firmly believe that PNG is a truly independent nation. Why? Well, firstly, I would like to rebut against the opposition. Your points were saying mostly on development. Well, as a Papua New Guinean myself, Independence is more on national pride, national unity. Just like we celebrate Christmas, in Christmas we have presents. But what's the true meaning of Christmas? It's about the birth of Jesus. So, in the same way, independence is all about the birth of a new nation. And about the development of the country, well, if you're saying about the development of the country, as Speaker 2 has said, according to the PNG Constitution, established in 1973, the PNG Constitution itself states that that it wishes to preserve its traditional and rural communities, which means it doesn't want to do away with all these other places because it is actually our culture. If we do away with them and further develop the whole country, we are losing our true identities. Okay. Papua New Guinea as a young nation has made countless developments. The developments aren't really tangible, which is why we don't realize much of it. But if we sink our minds into these invisible developments, you will realize the impacts made onto this country. A wise development would be the betterment of the education for those in rural sectors. Entertainment such would be the mobile networks, which we didn't have a decade ago. If you look into this human environment today, you will see that almost everyone has a digital or B-mobile phone. This is a sign of how our nation has grown since independence. Yes, we do rely on other countries for aid to develop such impacts like these, but as an independent nation, we choose to strive for our betterment. Just because we may sometimes rely on other countries for aid, that doesn't mean we're not an independent nation. Other countries also rely on aid, like Speaker 3 has mentioned. He mentioned about how developed nations such as Australia and the US rely on the World Banks. Foreign affairs is a two-way process. It is not made for selfish countries. And clearly, Papua New Guinea is not a selfish country, which is why we choose to include ourselves in foreign affairs. Australia has provided countless aid to our nation, but in return, Papua New Guinea in helping Australia when unforeseen circumstances occur. A recent occurrence was when the Australian fires in Melbourne took its toll. Papua New Guinea donated an amount of 2 million, I repeat, 2 million to help Australia surpass this issue. As a developing country, it is apparent that we seek for help, but seeking for help is not a crime. Just as, this is a quote from Honorable Belden Nama, member Minister for Forest, and a member for Vanimo Green River. He says, "To be truly independent is to be more dependent internally as a nation." So this means that it is not about development, but truly about national pride, national unity. Why do you think when the Papua New Guinean Kumals, when they go up against Australian wallabies, the kangaroos, the whole nation stops? Because this sporting event, it unites the country as a whole. In the proof of our people, of our pride, our very own national anthem, the second last line states, "We're independent and we are free." It doesn't state we are not independent and we're captive. No, it says we are free. Let us sing the last line with pride. Let us gather ourselves as one nation. We will once again celebrate our independence 5 days from now. This occurrence is the most significant to our country. Let us walk around as Papua New Guineans with pride that we are free. We are independent. Happy Independence Day in 5 days' time. Thank you.
Thank you, Hope, for that. We'll now have the last speaker for De La Salle Secondary School, who is going against the topic, "Is PNG truly an independent nation?" So let's welcome to the stage Thomas Johns.
Good afternoon, MC, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic is PNG a truly independent country? Not independent, but independent. Independent in what state? An independent country does not rely heavily on foreign aid. Look around you, you will see that our country's state of infrastructure is deteriorating. Our country alone cannot assist to restore infrastructure. Therefore, we rely on overseas countries to help in our infrastructure. We also depend heavily on foreign aid. You might wonder, how does Papua New Guinea get its revenue? We get our revenue from international trade. An independent country does not go in line with international trade. Who do we export and import to? Our economy relies heavily on revenue and exports. We are a resourceful country with gold, oil, gas, but that is not used by ourselves. Therefore, we have to export it to overseas because it is of more use overseas. An independent country does not include for international trade, and no man is an island of its own. We are not capable in terms of manpower. Do we have enough doctors? A recent study conducted in the year 2000 states that Papua New Guinea, there are 1,250 people per doctor. We are short of doctors, and yet we say we are independent. We are short of engineers, pilots, scientists, and yet we can say that we are independent. Speaking of independence, there was no blood shed for our independence. Our independence was given on a golden plate by Australia. And therefore, we rely heavily on Australian aid. There are people dying of curable diseases. Many people live under the poverty line. No roads and access to power in more than 70% of our rural areas. Many people lack opportunities to go to school. And therefore, we rely on foreign assistance. Thanks to Digicel, speaking of Digicel, it is a foreign country. We are not independent. We have access to mobile phones through Digicel, which is a foreign company. Digicel is not a company of our own. It's not a 100% PNG-owned company. If you say that we are truly independent, why do we rely heavily on overseas personnel to come into PNG? Our LNG project, they're bringing more than 5,000 or 10,000 people from overseas into PNG because we ourselves are not independent enough to exploit our own resources. Truly independent is when the majority of people are living above the poverty line. Is when we have a high standard of living. The whole population, more than 100% of the population, will have access to health, education, which you obviously know that doesn't happen in PNG. We depend on experts overseas for medicine. We cannot create our own medicine. We are not skilled enough to do that. We depend on overseas for aircrafts. We cannot build our own aircrafts. Buses, we are driving in fancy vehicles, but do we, Papua New Guinea, are we able to manufacture our own vehicles, aircrafts? No. Since independence, the whole system has collapsed. Bridges have collapsed. Classrooms, which used to be fully equipped, have deteriorated because we were not ready to gain independence. Our country is falling apart. We need help, and therefore, we are not truly independent. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Thomas Jones from De La Salle High School. And that about ends the debate for this afternoon. I want us to give another round of applause to our future leaders. And thank you very much. You can make your way off the stage now. Thank you. All right, the judges have to tally their scores up now, so we'll give them a bit of time. And while that's happening, I'd like to call up Mr. Gordon Hai Paku from Laloki, and he'll be representing the teachers in giving a bit of a thank you speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lady Chair or Mistress of the event. Good afternoon, everyone, teachers, our invited friends, the judges, and our media. I'd like to thank you all for being in support of our program starting on Tuesday. All right, I'm representing Laloki High School, but not only Laloki High School, I would like to represent the 10 institutions or schools in N City who have participated in this program since Tuesday. All right. As the theme of the program indicates, developing young leaders of our nation, I think it's a very fitting slogan for this particular event, as we have seen a lot of young people come up here to speak their minds, their thoughts, and I think it was very impressive since Tuesday, as a teacher sitting right at the back there, just listening to a whole range of students coming to do presentations. It was really overwhelming to see our young people expressing their minds concerning issues that are concerning our livelihood in the nation, issues that are concerning our nation, as well as our foreign community and friends. Without further ado, on behalf of all the schools in N City, so Gary from the mountains, Marineville, Laloki, and De La Salle from the plains. Within the interiors of the city, we start with Copcops College, Gerahu. We have Port Moresby International. Towards the coastline, we have Kila Kila Secondary and Bariago Secondary. On behalf of these schools, I'd like to take this time to thank a lot of important people, important organizations that have contributed towards the success of our event today. Firstly, I'd like to, the winners have not been announced, but I'd like to congratulate whoever the winner is, whichever school it will be. I'd like to congratulate the winner for your tireless efforts since Tuesday up until. Also, I'd like to congratulate all students, all debaters who have participated since Tuesday. You have done very well, and we are very pleased of your performance on the stage since Tuesday. All right, I'd like to take this time to particularly thank Institute of Business Studies, the director, Mr. Mick Nandas, if I pronounce your name correctly, your management, your managing team, under the leadership of Ms. Vani Davis, Mrs. Kekedo, Violet, to name a few, and the rest of the team who have put this program in place for us to come and enjoy, compete, and get to know one another. So we salute you for a great work and a great initiative that you have taken to bring schools here to see the calibers of our students. So well done, IBS, for a great organization this week. We also like to thank the support team of IBS, the ancillary staff, the supporting team, and the students for supporting us, being our good audience right throughout since Tuesday. We want to also thank you for your time here with us. I also like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors and the likes of the national TV, Kundu 2, for your telecast, as well as your major sponsorship towards the program of 10,000 kina. I'd like every school participant to give a big round of applause for the 10,000 kina that was given to the organization. Thank you very much indeed, the national TV, Kundu. We continue to view the station because we find that it's a truly Papua New Guinean station. On top of that, we also like to thank Banks South Pacific for your cash and kind. We also like to thank Daltron for your cash and kind. We also like to extend our thanks to Sitokui group of companies for your donations of cash and kind. Supreme Industries, we also want to thank you for your cash and kind support. We also like to thank this time to thank NBC Radio in partnership with our national TV for doing live coverage right throughout the week since Tuesday. And not forgetting the hosts, which also have contributed in one way or another, in cash especially, to host this program. So all our core sponsors, our sponsors, we thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. We thank you for the great initiative and the kind of support you have given us in this program. Everyone, please put our hands together to thank the On the list, we also want to thank our judges who have taken the time off since Tuesday to be with us. Mr. Hubert Kikira from the Kikira Lawyers, we thank you for your presence here and your time. Mr. John Yiko from the Business Solutions, we thank you very much for being part of our judging panel. And also the IBS administrator, Mr. Rakop Tony, thank you very much for being on the panel on Tuesday. Also, we'd like to thank you, media, for doing live coverage of our program since Tuesday. We thank you very much for your time here with us. And not forgetting our good audience. If you're a student of IBS, we thank you very much. Also, our other students who have come as audience, we want to thank you very much for your time here with us since Tuesday. And also thank you some families who have come, parents and guardians of our students, our debaters. Thank you for supporting your children or our debaters right throughout since Tuesday. And above all, I'd like to thank once again Vani and the team, the director, Mr. Nedes, and your management team. We thank you very much for putting this package together to make it a very successful one. And I guess and I hope that all our students here have really enjoyed the time here, actually seeing how young people can express their views up here confidently. So well done, IBS, for a great initiative. With that, thank you very much and happy independence.
Thank you very much for that. That was on behalf of all the teacher reps for the 10 schools that took part in the school debate competition for 2009. How are you guys feeling right now? The judges are still telling the scores, so... Boring.
What?
Did you say boring? Someone said boring. Oh my goodness. Was that a young man or an old man that said that?
Oh, can you stand up, please?
We'd like to see who that person is. It's Friday. Come on. It's not time for boring.
Okay. Oh my goodness, he's so brave.
And I think I can remember that young man here from the first debate. He was the one that broke it down on the dance floor.
Yeah, he's from Gary Secondary School.
So you want to come and entertain us since it's boring? You don't need your friend. You are doing well on your own. Okay, I think, no, the judges, I still not to put any pressure on the judges. They've done a very, very, very job well done, and I think they should be given another round of applause. Okay, while we're waiting, we'll just run through the awards again, the prizes for the participants this afternoon. 10 participants, 10 schools took part, and you should all be proud of yourselves. Everybody did a job well done. Like I said, it takes a lot of confidence and courage to stand up on that stage and do what they did. I don't think many of us can do that. Maybe you can, and we'll see that next year. So that's all good. But once again, I know we're clapping too much, but because you're feeling bored, so we have to kind of get your body moving since you don't want to dance. So let's clap hands again. Okay, Vex will just quickly run through the prizes for this afternoon.
Okay, for the 5th to the 10th place, you're going to get 5,000 cash to each school. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Now, I was just trying to try you there. Okay.
No. Actually, Vex is going to donate the other 2,000 of her own money, so...
Okay. So now I'm just trying to, keep the blood moving in your body because you're saying that you're boring. So anyways, yeah, 500 Kina cash to each school that have participated, sponsored by NBC. So why don't we give that a round of applause? And also certificate of participants, medals courtesy of IBS, and consolation prize sponsored by BSP. Come on, we give a round of applause again to our sponsors. And for the 4th place, you'll receive 1,000 Kina cash by NBC, certificate of participant, medals courtesy of IBS, and consolation prize sponsored by BSP again. Come and give that a round of applause. And for the 3rd place, 1,000 Kina cash sponsored by NBC, certificate of participant, Medals courtesy of IBS, consolation prize sponsored by BSP, and a printer sponsored by Remington. Yeah, come on. Come on, guys, clap. And for the second place, 2,000 Kina cash sponsored by NBC, certificate of participant, medals courtesy of IBS, consolation prize sponsored by BSP, and again, a printer sponsored by Remington. Yeah, that goes to the second place. And for the first place to the top school, IBS School Debate Competition Shield, you're gonna receive that. And 3,000 Kina cash prize sponsored by NBC, certificate of participant, medals courtesy of IBS, consolation prize sponsored by BSP, and a computer set sponsored by Daltron. Yeah, that's for the first place, and I wonder who will that be. I guess it'll be St. Joseph's or De La Salle. I don't know, so it all depends on the judges. Okay, cross your fingers. Well, the judges are still fixing their scores, so Joe, what have we got up next?
Okay, since the judges are still working on it, we shall have the awarding first of the prizes for the 5th to 10th placing. So yes, what's the right word to use?
What?
You see, we do that to each other all the time. When we run out of words, we have to ask each other for help. So Vex, go ahead.
What do you mean?
No, actually, what I'm trying to say is that Vani and the team are going to come on stage now to award the prizes for the 5th to 10th place winners. So yes, give them a round of applause. And also, if the schools, if you could prepare yourselves, so as soon as they call your names, please make your way up on stage to collect your prizes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, and I hope we all enjoy today's debate. It's very successful, and it's good to see our students here, staging a very good presentation here today. So it's about time that we're going to do presentation to the schools now. So we'll start from the 10th to the 5th placing. So if I can call up one of the judges, Hubert, if you can come up. Any reps from BSP? Nobody here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. If we can call up Cop College by name and come up as a team to receive your award for IBS School Debate Competition. Cop College, 10th placing, Benedine Baskins. But don't go off the stage. We have to get a team photo. Beth Curry. Oh. Camille Poe. Ebenol Maele. Yeah, with the bags as well. Give them the bags. You call the names. And what's it? Consolation prizes by BSP, medals courtesy of IBS, and 500 Kina by NBC, our partners. Okay. Smile, please. I'm going to take a team photo. Thank you. Cop College, 10th placing. Now, 9th placing, Gerehu Secondary, Alison Geno. Samuel Molina, Francis Digori, Russell Ashwin. Consolation prizes by BSP, medals courtesy of IBS, and 500 kina, our partners, NBC. Yeah. Place it is who? Come, smile, smile for the camera. You should be happy. Okay, take a team photo. Wait, face the camera, please. Don't be shy. Thank you. Gerahu Secondary School, 9th placing. Thank you, Hubert. I'd like to call upon the next judge, John Iko, if you can come up and do the next presentation. Thank you. 8th placing. 8th placing, Kila Kila Secondary School, Fabian Lolopo. Lonnie Ridley, Stephanie Coivy, and Angela Ona. Congratulations, team, and everybody else. Yep. And the bags. Yep. There. That's the one. And don't run away. Team photo before you run away. Okay. Prizes, consolation prize by NBC. Sorry, BSP, and 500 kina by NBC Tribe FM. You'll have to stay on. And this one. I'll give you. Yes. And present this to the team. Thank you, Kila Kila Secondary, 8th spot. 7th spot, Buddy Hagwa Secondary, Hagi Thomas, Rosie Anasaria, Namapita, and Patrick Cavalong. Round of applause, guys. Come on. Thank you. Consolation prize by BSP and 500 kina by NBC Tribe FM. Thank you. What's the Badiagua? Thank you, Badiagua. 6th spot, Laloki High School. Round of applause. Leslie Nanai, Telin Ligo, Igor Tau, Joseph Samuel. Consolation prizes by BSP and 500 kina sponsored by NBC Tribe FM. Thank you, Laloki High School. 5th place in Marinville Girls Secondary School. Macy Topi Laveka, Marjorie Takoboy, Esther Aguilo, Sabrina Bukoya. Not yet. Okay, that's all right. That's fine. Macy is not here, so they'll get it on her behalf. It's okay. It's all right. Yes.
Sure.
Consolation prize by BSP and 500 kina from NBC Tribe FM. Thank you, Maranville Secondary. Thank you, John. Thank you. Okay, we are going to now award the top 4 placings. The 4th placing, Pomis, and if I can call upon Director. Sorry. Can I call Record to come up, please? Sorry, just a change. Where's the 4th placing? 4th placing, Pomis. Round of applause. Yehi Wae, Claire IC, Jacob Ilave, Moses Liu. Where's their prices? Are BSP bags? Consolation prize sponsored by BSP, medals courtesy of IBS, and 1,000 kina cash sponsored by NBC. Group photo, please. Thank you, Pomis. Round of applause to Pomis. Congratulations. Thank you, Rakob. Now, can I call upon Deputy Director to come and give the 3rd prize winner? And our sponsors, NBC, will come and give the prize with our director for 2nd and 1st placing. So, 3rd placing, Sogeri National High. Round of applause. Christine Bainok, Jonathan Asupa, Anika Andrew, James Kawa. So they're walking away with 1,000 kina cash sponsored by NBC, medals courtesy of IBS, and consolation prize sponsored by BSP, and a printer sponsored by Remington. Well done, Sogeri National High. Thank you, Mr. Sadiq. Thank you, Sogeri National High. 3rd placing, round of applause. Now we're going to announce the final. We don't know who is the 2nd and who is the 1st placing. So before the judges do that, I'd like to call upon our sponsor, major sponsor, NBC Kundu 2, and also our director, Mr. Mick Nadis, Institute of Business Studies, to award those 2 prizes. Thank you. Can I have the judges to come out to announce the winners for today's debate competition? The first place is going to walk away with the IBS School Debate Competition Shield, 3,000 Kina cash, sponsored by NBC, Tribe FM, the Certificate of Participation, medals courtesy of IBS, consolation prize sponsored by BSP, and computer set sponsored by Daltron, as you can see out there. Second place in will walk away with 2,000 Kina cash, sponsored by NBC, medals also, consolation prize by BSP, and printer sponsored by Remington. So I'll hand it over to our head judge.
Thank you, Vani. Good afternoon, everyone. Those who are listening by radio and watching by Kundu too, we're having a great fun here at Institute of Business Studies, 6 Mile, Port Moresby. It's my privilege, on behalf of the judges, I would like to take this opportunity to once again thank all the schools that have participated. And at this time, I would like to announce to you the runner-up of this inter-school debate competition with the theme, Developing Young Leaders of Our Nation. I would like to congratulate the runner-up for this debate is Dilasel. Congratulations, Dilasel, and if I can kindly ask the team to come on stage.
Dilasel, second placing of IBS School Debate Competition. Round of applause. Well done, team. And the team is made up of Graham Stephen, Raymond Rifireka, Thomas Jones, and Bradley Gregory. Well done, team. Don't walk away.
Thank you. And I know it's not a surprise, but I want to break forth this news that year 2009 inter-school debate competition is won by St. Joseph's International.
It's Mr. 305 checking in for the remix. You know they had that 75 Street Brazil. Well, this year's gonna be called Calle Ocho. Que hola gata, que hola omega. And this how we gonna do it. Dale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sick to the top, on my way to the top. A pit got it locked from goose to the locks. R.I.P. a big in Parker that he's not, but damn he's hot. Label flop, but Pit won't stop. Got her in the cockpit playing with bits. Now watch me make a movie like Albert Hitchcock. Enjoy me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mommy got an ass like a donkey with a monkey. Look like King Kong. Welcome to the crib. 305, that's what it is. With the women down here, all the shit. They don't play games, they off the chain, and they love to do everything and anything. And they love to get it in, get it on all night long. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, you can get it if you with it. We can play. Baby, I got.
Come on, give them a round of applause. Round of applause.
Even got a king size mattress we can lay. Baby, I don't care what they say. I know you want me. You know
Let's give them a round of applause.
I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba. Ella quiere su rumba. Rumba. Ella quiere su rumba. Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner a gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I know you.
Congratulations, St. Joseph. Round of applause. And congratulations to all the participants, the schools that have taken part. Congratulations to you all. You all are winners. So next year, we're looking forward to a bigger and a better one. So start getting prepared. We'll come to your school and knock on your door to hand in your participants. So keep your ears open and keep in touch with us. Now, I'd like to give it to Director. He wants to say something.
I think I was waiting for this last minute to thank deeply from bottom of our heart our partners, Kundu 2 TV as well as NBC. It's a real true nation, radio station as well as Kundu TV station. I think at 14 Mile, I live over there. I don't get MTV very clear, but Kundu TV, I get it really clear. So thank you, Kundu TV. And my personal thanks to go to the Managing Director, Joseph Eldona, is a friend of mine, actually. Thank you very much for your contribution towards this function. And the NBC representative over here mentioned that they will be with us for next year as well. I think it is going to be an exciting event the following years to come. So thank you again, all the schools participating. Thank you again, Kundu 2 and NBC. Also the judges over there, plus all the schools and the teachers and students who have been here on Tuesday and today. I'm sure that next year it will be better. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Now we're going to go over to awarding the best outstanding performance for male and female. For female outstanding debate participant goes to Thomas Jones from De La Salle. And our outstanding female performance goes to Hope Imaka from St. Joseph's. Congratulations. Okay, we're not over yet. We'd like to give our certificate of appreciation to our corporate sponsors who have worked together with us to stage a very successful IBS school debate competition. Firstly, I'd like to call upon the school representative to come up and receive the certificate of appreciation from IBS. De La Salle Secondary, can I have one rep, please? If I can call on Mr. Sadiq Ali to come and give our certificate of appreciation. Thank you. De La Salle, teachers, one of the teachers. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. St. Joseph's International School, can I have one of your teachers to come up to? Thank you very much. Sogeri National High. Can we have one of your teachers to come up? Thank you. Port Moresby International School. Marinville Secondary. Marinville. Oh. Thank you very much. Laloki High School. Thank you. Badihagwa Secondary. Kila Kila Secondary. Gerehu Secondary. Gerehu, can I have one rep to come up, please? And Cop College. Thank you very much to all the participating schools. You have made this event a very enjoyable one, and thank you. It's okay. And to our partners in this IBS school debate competition, I'd like to call upon one of the Kundutu rep to come up and receive this award of our appreciation in partnership with this live coverage of IBS school debate competition. Thank you very much, Kundutu. And NBC Tribe FM. Thank you very much. Thank you. They are in partners with us in this IBS school debate competition. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to call upon next of kin also for their services towards this IBS school debate competition. Can I call upon one of the next of kin, please? Thank you. And our corporate sponsors also who have supported us in this IBS debate competition. And I'd like to call upon the reps to come up and pick up their award of appreciation from IBS. BSP? Not here. I'd like to call upon Daltron, one of the reps to come up. Thank you very much for your kind donation towards our debate competition, which your donation goes towards the first winner of the school debate competition. Thank you. The others are here? I don't think the others are here, but I'd acknowledge them as well. Remington, Sitakui, Supreme Industry, and BSP. Thank you very much to all our corporate sponsors for this wonderful debate competition. Thank you. All right. So, anyway, thank you very much. I think that brings us to the end of our debate award competition. And I hope all the participants in the schools have enjoyed. And I think we're looking forward to a bigger one next year. So we'll all prepare for next year.